Okay, a whole new generation is learning about the ins and outs of parenting, but even outside of the basics, there are plenty of ways that people can improve when raising their child.
That's right. Our 90s parenting expert, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler, joining us now live in studio. Dr. Ziegler, good morning.
Good morning.
What is the most overlooked skill for parents to teach their kids?
I'm so excited to reveal this. This is like drum roll because this isn't a term we use very much. And it's called inner efficiency or industrious. So basically just feeling like you can do things. I know how to do things. I have experience with this. If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to figure it out. That is one of those skills that we don't think about enough with our kids, and it is crucial.
So what's the difference between that and self-esteem?
So self-esteem says like, oh, hey, I'm smart, right? Like I'm smart or I'm athletic, and you feel good about yourself. It feels good. You have a thought about it. However, inner efficiency says, I have a chemistry test on Thursday. I know how to study. I'm going to take my notes out. I've done this before. This test is going to be hard, and here are the steps I'm going to take. Different. One is this overall feeling, which is important to have positive self-esteem, but inner efficiency says, and I know how to get it done.
Right, right. Self-esteem sounds a little bit more like in the moment versus self-efficiency, what you're describing. That's more like, I know I got the equipment to make this happen. I'm going to be fine regardless of what happens.
That's right.
I love that. I think about this all the time. Like, what about if I had grown up knowing and believing that I was capable of accomplishing so many things versus doubting myself? What if we raised our kids in that same way?
Yeah, well, there would be huge outcomes, right? So what we see now is we see this crisis of confidence, not only in parents, but also in kids, where there's a challenge, and if I don't know how to do this right away, then I'm going to avoid it.
Right.
I just won't even do it. And that's what we're seeing. So we want to change that. We want kids to be this way. That's why I talk a lot about creativity and those kind of things. But what parents can do to set your kid up is, first of all, model it, right? When you're doing stuff, say it out loud. Oh, I've never made this recipe before.
You know who's good at teaching this?
Oh, yes?
Miss Corey Rose.
Miss Corey Rose.
I didn't cook before I started working alongside her.
So true.
Oh, perfect. And you did this?
And last night I made a 4-course dinner, and my partner said, "You did all this?" I said, "Because I can read."
Yes.
Proud
That's
mom.
right.
But that is exactly what we're talking about, right? It's not like this bugs me personally when I go to someone's house and they've made this amazing dish or something, and I'm like, oh, this is so good. And they go, oh, it was so easy. And it just always feels like, this isn't so easy.
It's
I know
easy
this can't
because you
be.
have the skills.
Right. But if they say, oh, you know what? I can give you the recipe. I swear if you follow it step by step, it'll take you probably about 30 minutes and blah, 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 blah. Then I feel like, okay, there's an actual process. You just actually walked me through it. I can envision myself doing that. You just saying, I made this amazing lasagna and it's so easy. I can't imagine that.
Right. Okay, so as a mom of a 4- and 6-year-old and a 32-year-old, is there too young of an age to really instill this in kids, or can this be from like the get-go?
I think this is from the get-go. Okay. And here's a very, very simple thing. So I'm going to go as young as you could probably think, like 18 months, 2-year-olds, right? They're sitting on the ground with their very first puzzles. And we know what those are like, right? We just look at them and we're like, you just go like this. Like,
right.
It's a square, like put the square in the grid, right? It just seems so easy, and it's big, and they've got the little knobs for them to hold. And so what I see parents do, and I always laugh with them, is when that little 18-month-old, they're figuring out their fine motor skills and they can't quite get it, and it just, oops, and they keep looking at you, they might cry. They're like pointing it to you, like, you helped me do it, right? You don't want to do it.
Right.
Hold back. Right? And so what you want to do is walk them through the steps. So you don't want to just hold back and be like, figure it out, kid, right? But what you want to say is, oh, that's hard, right? So now you're validated. This feels hard. Let's start with the first thing. Like, can you just pick it up? Yep. Truly, right? And so basically what you're doing at age 2, 3, 4, and up to 18, any age, is
well past that.
Right, well, any age is you're just saying that certain thing is hard for you, or you're scared of that. Growth mindset, that's what you want to do. It's like, we're going to start here and we're going to get there.
Yes, confidence comes from accomplishment.
Cornish game hen is next for you.
Okay, great.
I believe in you.
Right, you're going to tell us all the steps on how to do that.
It's hard, but I got you.
She's going to get some mac and cheese. That's what she's going to get. Beggars can't be choosers. Dr. Ziegler, this energized me. I'm like ready to go now.
Yay!
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.